This episode contains material that may be disturbing or sensitive to some viewers. Listener discretion is advised. Please refer to the episode description and chapters for specific content warnings. Hello and welcome back to Fesspool. This is the show where people call in and confess their dirty secrets in secret. Every single episode, we listen to all of your submitted voicemails for the very first time. I'm your host, your mother germ, if you will. I'm Arasha, and today's guest specimen is Trevor Evarts!
Yay!
Trevor, my twin.
I know.
We didn't plan this, and yet we are color coordinated.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
I don't know. It's just like we're just on the same wavelength.
We always are. We always are.
It's kind of crazy how that happens.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful Friday.
Yeah.
I had a burger for lunch.
Right. Okay, yes, we talked about this. You did
Yeah.
In-N-Out during the day, and
did.
I'm still a little uncomfortable with it.
You're uncomfortable with me having In-N-Out? You didn't mention that earlier.
Just like during the day. It just feels like that's like a little... Was it busy? Like, was the drive-thru?
It was so busy. And actually, this is crazy. I don't know if this is like up, but I got into line and I ordered my double-double with grilled onions and a fry.
Double-double.
And I get my order number's 44, and then behind me pull up like 4 firefighters, okay? And they all go after me and they all order their stuff.
Oh.
And I'm standing there waiting for food, and like all the firefighters got their food before me, even though I ordered before them. And like I was kind of sitting there, I was like, is it messed up of me to be like, what the hell, guy? Like, they're firefighters, you know? Like, maybe they deserve to get their food a little sooner.
No, they're selfish. That's awful.
It is not their fault, but I was like, come on, man. Like, I was number 44 and you're calling like 48 and
Totally.
this big burly man.
I mean, listen, they got to be in and out. You know what I mean? Can I please still do the show? All right. So if you're new here and you're like, what is that mob attacking Arasha? This is the lab.
Yes.
We have our lovely lab. Thank you guys for joining us. They're gonna chime in whenever they feel fit, which is usually booing me.
Yeah.
But you know, we love them. There's a love relationship behind it.
Well, and feel free to boo me too, you know.
Oh,
It
that's
should
so
be like
sweet.
equal opportunity booing here.
Yeah. And we just cue applause from the lab.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, they love you.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were gonna say something that was gonna be more of like a numerical coincidence of like 44, and it was 444, like a coincidence because I had a coincidence this morning. Okay, you guys ready for this? It is crazy, so nobody's allowed to tell me that this isn't crazy. Okay, just have to tell the lab that. Okay, so this morning on my walking pad, I watched an episode of Friends.
Classic.
As a girl does, right?
Yeah.
And it's the episode where Joey and Chandler bring Ross to a hockey game, and Ross ends up going to the emergency room because the hockey puck hits his face.
Okay.
In the emergency room, they deal with a woman behind the counter.
Yeah.
The guest star of the episode, if you will. She did an incredible job. She was so funny, and, you know, whatever. I was just thinking about like, oh, you know, she did a great job, whatever. Afterwards, I go on, I showered, I had therapy, all of this stuff. Then when I go to do my makeup, I'm like, oh, let me put on yet another episode of a very comfortable TV show for me, Full House.
Okay.
A random episode I throw on, and it's the one where they basically have to clean the house before like all of their moms come home.
Okay.
And at the end of the episode, the house is clean. But then a maid walks in and it's like revealed that she cleaned the whole house. Mm-hmm. The maid was the same actress from the Friends episode behind the ER counter.
That's pretty crazy. The same episode, same day, yeah, no, that's pretty crazy.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I figured I would bring my story to the podcast and get so much love and share some, community coincidence.
That's cool. What's the biggest coincidence you've ever had in your life?
Yeah, we are going to cut to that. We're going to go straight from yours to that. So thanks for that. Honestly, like kind of that one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I have had it a couple times too where it's like You know, when you're thinking about an old friend and then that old friend like texts you out of the blue and you're like, I was just thinking about you.
Yeah.
Those are always bananas to me. What about you?
Actually, it happened recently and like truly insane. Like the odds of this, astronomical.
Okay,
so,
if the lab freaks out, I'm going to be mad.
No, literally. So a couple of years ago, we go going way back. A couple of years ago, I was just driving on my car, like up near where I live, whatever, in the valley. And I get like this guy pulls up next to me at like a stoplight, and I look over, and this guy's like waving. It's these two guys in a car, and then they turn their phone, and it's a picture of me. Oh, so it's like these guys in the car. They're like they saw me and they recognized me, but it's just these two dudes, and they were like, "Oh,
wait, that's so cute,"
and then just drove off. And I was like, "That's such a sweet little interaction. So funny,
so sweet."
So like a month and a half ago, my parents are in town. And we go to a Dodgers game. It was on Father's Day. So we go to the Dodgers game and sit down in my chair. The guy next to me looks over and he's like, do you remember a couple years ago?
No.
When a guy like pulled up to you in a car and was like waving at you? He's like, that was me. Straight up in the seat next to me. Like directly next to me. Like I sit down, it wasn't like a couple rows back. It wasn't he came up to me. I sat down and right next to me. His name was Bobby. Shout out Bobby. He was funny as fuck.
No, shout out Bobby. Yeah, that's awesome.
But that's like to be like pulling up next to me in a car and then same Dodgers game. How many seats are in Dodgers Stadium? Like
I'm gonna
to be
guess
sitting
573.
That's close.
No way.
I think I'll take the over on that.
It's maybe times 15 of that.
I'll take the over.
What do we got?
56,000.
I honestly just add a couple zeros.
Yeah.
And I'm there.
So yeah, 2 years later, out of 56,000 seats, we happen to be sitting right next to each other. Insane.
That is a wild coincidence.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Whoa. And why do you think those happen? Like, do you feel like there's like meaning behind coincidences, or do you think it's just like random?
I think maybe some are random, some have meaning. Who knows?
Who knows?
There's a cosmic power.
I think I read this thing once that was like coincidences are the universe telling you are where you're supposed to be.
I was supposed to be at that Dodger game.
Sorry, is the lab laughing at that? Because I thought it was quite sweet. No, that's okay. I'm so sorry, Trevor. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying like the universe wanted me to be at that Dodger game in that chair.
I think so.
I guess so.
I think so. And isn't that sweet? And you know what? Where else you were meant to be?
Is on this couch.
Right here on this couch
right
next
here.
to me.
Oh my God,
my
I'm so excited. Twin.
So twin,
yeah.
We have confessions. That's the main thing. We have dirty secrets.
Is that what the show's about?
Yes.
I watched a few episodes and I was trying to figure it out.
Right.
But
you were like improv.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really get it, but thank you for clearing that up.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's about confessions.
Okay. Confessions.
Yes.
Dude.
Yep.
It's crazy.
You'll get there.
The dots are connecting. I'm
good.
I'm keeping up.
No, and you'll get more because get this, our audience are germs.
It's like Fess is part of the word confession.
Yes.
Fesspool.
And get this one ready.
Fesspool.
Yup.
Wow.
Yeah, because science. Okay. So the germs, they're submitting their dirty little secrets.
And do you have a degree?
So the germs are submitting the secrets, and I have a PhD.
PhD.
I have a big PhD.
You have a huge PhD.
I have a massive PhD.
The biggest PhD.
The biggest D. The biggest PH. So we're going to be talking about these confessions. We're going to be hearing them for the very first time.
Yeah.
You haven't heard them. I haven't heard them. We don't even know what they're going to be about. I want to ask you what your relationship to confessing is. Do you tell secrets or?
I think I've told pretty much every like quote unquote secret or confession that I would be comfortable telling.
Okay.
I've said on the internet. And that might be all of them. Like I would have to rack my brain to think, is there anything like that I've done that I've like never said because I was like too embarrassed? And I feel like I'm pretty open.
I feel like I'm pretty open too, you know? But here's the thing is when we hear these secrets, a lot of the times topics will come up and that maybe could spark something for you.
So you're trying to bait me into confessing something.
I mean, you know, it's not like a requirement, of being on the show, but like it is like, you know, a clip.
You're clip farming. You're pre-clip farming me.
No, just in case you want to.
Just said, by the way, part of the show is that I'm going to clip farm you.
I'm going to clip farm you, so I'm going to tell you how to get the clip.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That is how it is.
No, I'm set up. I'm going to say something insane and it's not going to be true.
Good. That too.
And then you're going to clip it and I'm going to be like, this is untrue. This is out of context.
Stop.
You're lying. You're making me look bad.
And we would never do that. I would literally never lie. This show is about coming clean. Okay. I would never lie to you.
You've never lied.
I've never lied to you. And you've said it yourself that you always believe me and you'll never stop believing me.
And that's actually true. That's like one of the I remember one of the first ever like Smosh videos that I did like after I became a cast member. It was like some sort of deception game. And I was like, I just trusted you fully and you betrayed me. And I was like, wow, that was brutal because I'm a very trusting person.
Listen, I play to win, but
yeah.
But in real life, you can trust me.
You play to win at the expense of my feelings and being like, wow, I really thought that you were a good guy. I thought that you were a good guy. I didn't think you were the werewolf. And then the whole time you wanted to kill me. But that's just, we don't have to get into that now.
No,
we can save that conversation for later.
That's just the clip. It's
like
fine.
We can just talk about that some other time.
For
Keep
sure,
me in private.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, should we get into the callers?
I guess. Yeah. It's your show.
All right. Caller number 1.
Hi, Arasha, and hi, your honored specimen. I've got a weird problem in that every time that I talk, like in a relationship, if I'm talking to my partner and things start to get like emotional, like maybe we're both being vulnerable, usually whenever the other person starts tearing up, I get excited down there, and it's something I feel really bad about because obviously I'm not trying to make this a sexual moment in any way. But it happens, and I can't control it, and I don't know why, and I've never initiated anything, but it feels weird because I don't want to I'm just like, okay, well, now there's a situation down here, and I'm trying to, really listen, and I kind of ignored it for a long time, but now I'm doing sex therapy, and I'm doing telehealth therapy, and I'm noticing that whenever I'm getting vulnerable with the telehealth therapist, I'm starting to get excited again. And so I'm like, okay, this certainly feels irresponsible. Now this is, I'm like, do I bring it up to this sex therapist? Surely maybe he would have some insight. I don't know. But it's something I felt very vulnerable and ashamed of because I don't know why, but whenever we get emotionally vulnerable, I get a little excited. So thank you for listening. Have a great day.
Oh.
Wow.
We haven't touched boners yet.
Speak for yourself.
On the show.
Speak for yourself. I've touched boners.
And no, we haven't gotten into that territory on the show yet.
Interesting.
Surprisingly. Mm-hmm. And I really want to go there. Okay. So we have a germ who gets a boner whenever there's like vulnerability involved.
Yeah, like heightened and
emotional boners.
Yeah, emotional boners.
Yeah.
You ever gotten an emotional boner?
Oh, like yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, listen. Like I think there's some truth I think to like when you and your partner are like understanding each other and you're like coming to an agreement, it is like let's make up, like
no, yeah.
I get that.
I think like, yeah, I don't think this is a weird thing. I feel like this has happened to me. Like, I think there are moments like when you're in a heightened emotional state, I don't know what sort of evolutionary response it is, but I don't think that's abnormal. And I do think it's probably, if you are curious about it, it's probably the exact thing you ask a sex therapist about.
Yes, very much so, because they promise that they will have insight. Yeah. Let's go here. When do you start having boners?
When do I start having boners?
Well, just, people in general. When's the first boner?
Like at age-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember my first boner.
What?
I don't think I remember the first time. I remember when I learned what the word boner meant. And it's
sure.
Kind of insane. It's an insane way. Probably the only person to have ever learned what a boner was in that way.
Yeah. I like it. The word, I think.
Well,
Well,
it's what do you like?
I mean, I like the word. I think it's a good word. I think there's a lot of words that we attach to sexual terms that I'm sometimes questioning, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I hate tits.
Trevor,
the word. No. Hold on. Let me clarify. Huge fan.
Huge fan. Yeah.
But that you just maybe that's one of those words that I hear and I'm like, that's just gross to hear.
You prefer yitties.
Yeah.
Jugs.
Yeah.
Cans. Cha-chas.
There's really no good word.
How about boobs?
Boobs is great. No,
boobs is awesome.
Boobs is great. That is. But no, when I hear someone be like, oh, like tits, I'm like, that's just icky. That feels
icky.
weird.
Yeah.
And then jugs feels like something like a 60-year-old man would say.
Totally. No, who
Big
would
naturals.
ever say that? Yeah, no, terrible.
Sorry.
What's your favorite word for ass? Butt, booty, bum, tush.
Probably butt or ass.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an experience. Lab? Anybody want to throw a word out there that they love? Yeah, I'd be silent too. Dumper. I like dumper or dumpy.
Dumpy's funny. I could
Dumpy's
never
funny.
say that in an actual sexual
damn girl,
sense.
you're dumpy.
If I'm in the bedroom and I'm like, fuck, that dumper is nice. That's disgusting.
Yeah. No, I
gross.
definitely wanted to just leave the room when you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't remember your first boner. So do you remember experiences of needing to hide that in school or around other people?
It definitely happened, yeah. I think there's definitely a point in my life where I started to be more aware, I do remember, kind of the first time I touched my boner.
Oh,
and
what was that like?
It was just, no, I can't get into that.
Okay, we don't have to
get into that.
We don't have to get into that. I understand though that it's a curious thing. I feel like I would just be looking and definitely, what's going on.
Yeah, it's you get aware of it and you're like, okay, this means something.
Yes.
Your penis gets hard and you're like, wait a minute, this means something. And then it's what does it mean?
But sometimes it doesn't, right? Just random boner.
Yeah. Oh no, there's random boner.
There's random boner.
Yeah.
It's what blood rushing to the downstairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
the pianus fills with blood. The veins of the pianus fill with blood, and that's what make it
hard. And sometimes bigger.
Sometimes bigger. For me, always bigger.
Whoa. Okay, there's our confession. Didn't know that one about you, Trev.
I think most of the times it makes.
I mean,
I gotta stop talking about boners.
No, listen. It's growers and showers, right? That's a thing.
Yeah. I think in general though, I think
Are you so happy that you're here?
I'm gonna cry, man. We gotta give advice.
No, we don't have to give advice because they already have a sex therapist. And
that's true.
Yes. Which the advice is definitely ask more questions to your sex therapist.
Ask more questions and don't be ashamed. I don't think that's something to be ashamed of. I think that's in fact, it's so normal that I guessed it. When he was saying, when he was leading up to be when we have these heightened emotional moments, my first thought was, oh, he's probably getting turned on.
See, and I didn't get there. I didn't realize it. I think you got it right before.
Yeah.
But maybe that is heightened argument. It's blood is rushing around and then it just, finds its way. It latches onto something that it could find and that's where it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but some of the best stories start with someone saying, this seemed like a good idea at the time. Whether you're planning a chill night at home, a game night with friends, heading to a festival, or just trying to make doing absolutely nothing a little more entertaining, you've got to check out everything420.com. It's basically your one-stop shop for all your smoking essentials. They've got flower, vapes, edibles, concentrates, glass, accessories, you name it. Plus, they carry all the trusted brands you already know and love, like Cake, Runts, Stizzy, and many more. The best part? You don't have to drive around hoping your local smoke shop has what you're looking for. Just browse everything420.com from your couch. Order exactly what you want, and they'll ship it fast and discreetly straight to your door. And if you're looking to mix things up, check out their mystery boxes. Just pick your favorite category, and they'll send you a surprise box that's usually worth way more than what you paid. They also have an entire $4.20 section packed with great deals. So, if you're 21 or older, head over to everything420.com and use code Fesspool for 15% off your order. And download the Everything 420 app. Again, that's everything420.com, promo code Fesspool for 15% off, and download the Everything 420 app. If you've got a trip coming up, let's talk about that anxious airplane mode feeling. You land in a new country, and suddenly you're in survival mode, wandering around outside a cafe like a lost puppy trying to find Wi-Fi, or worrying about getting hit with a massive roaming bill. I used to be that person, buying one coffee at McDonald's just so I could hijack their internet. But on my last trip, I finally switched from airplane mode to adventure mode with Saily. Saily is an incredible eSIM app created by the security experts behind NordVPN. It gets rid of the need for physical SIM cards and lets you choose from affordable data plans in more than 200 destinations worldwide. It's a total game changer if you want to stay connected without all the usual hassle. One of my favorite things about Saily is that you only have to install it once. Whenever you travel again, just open up the app and purchase a new plan right there. While everyone else from your flight is standing in a huge airport line to buy a local SIM, copy passports, and fill out paperwork, I'm already connected. As soon as those plane doors open, my maps are ready, my ride is booked, and I'm online instantly. Don't risk coming home to a surprise roaming bill. Turn your adventure mode on and download the Saily app from your app store right now. Then you can watch Fesspool wherever you go. So make sure to use code Fesspool at checkout to get 15% off your first purchase. Or check out the link in the description. Now let's get back to those confessions.
There's also just like, I mean, I know like other like people, I don't know, have like things that they're turned on by, like fetishes. Not that that's necessarily means it's like a fetish, but
yeah,
you know,
or
some guys look at feet and they get a boner. Some guys cry and get a boner.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Some guys get a boner.
I
just
think
whenever.
Yeah. And it's like maybe the equivalent for people that don't have a penis is maybe like, you know, nipples hardening. Is that the equivalent?
Lab.
Anybody know? Anybody's nipples harden?
My nipples
We're
get
getting
hard,
shakes.
but only in the cold.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've always thought of it that way, but I've generally always been like curious and interested in the idea of a boner because it's just like
it's so annoying.
It's not something that I've really dealt with, but you find it annoying.
So it's just annoying. It's like when it happens when you don't want it to happen, it's the most annoying thing ever because
Sure.
It's not like something that you can just like, you have to wait for it. Body, you have to wait for it to like go away.
Well, you don't have like your go-to, like, you know, like grandma thoughts, you know, like think about.
Well, no, I mean like when you're just getting one and you're not like turned on.
Yeah. But like, aren't there like others? Isn't there like a backup of like stuff you think about that like, it's like, oh, I'm definitely not turned on by my grandma, so I'm going down.
But like,
does it not work like that?
No,
Okay.
not if you're like not turned on. Then because then it's just like your body's just putting blood in the wee for whatever reason, and like some people will do like push-ups and that like starts to like circulate the blood and like move it around the body.
Okay.
I know, but
Interesting.
I don't know. It's just inconvenient. The pianus as an appendage is very inconvenient.
It's an interesting one, and I
Yeah.
feel as though I would do lots of, observations, science.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely try to, come up with some more findings if I had, one.
If you had one.
If I had one, or one in front of me, I think I would be very like, what
You have
do you mean?
seen one before though.
I have seen one.
Okay.
I have seen one, but you only get such limited time.
Mm.
You can't just be like, keep that out here. Should we move on?
Keep that out of here.
Yeah. Listen,
Keep that out here.
stay in sex therapy and feel, I hopefully you feel comfortable and like you trust this person, and naturally you will be able to be like, okay, here's something that, maybe you don't feel totally knowledgeable about, but let me bring it up, and then they might surprise you. But that stuff takes time, and you got to build the right space. So, work up to it. But as our local boner man is telling us, it's okay.
I don't want to be the local boner man. I don't want to be the local boner man, please.
Well, I can't be the local boner man.
Do we have to have a local boner man?
The LBM? We have to have.
There's got to be one already.
We got to have the local boner.
There's no way I'm coming in here and claiming that. There has to be one already.
If you're coming in here, then you're the local boner man. Sound off in the comments, guys. Tag the local boner man. We have to find him.
Hey.
But for now...
Thank your local boner man.
Thank your local boner man. Do not forget. But fuck the firefighters, am I right?
Yeah, those assholes, bro. And they were getting... It wasn't like one of them just ordered an animal fry and it was ready faster. They were getting burgers. They got their...
Listen, they needed it.
I'm over it, man.
They're working hard on the job.
I was still early to the shoot, unlike someone.
All right, so caller number 2. Let's hear it.
Okay, so when I was in high school, I stole a wet floor sign from the school, and the place where the sign was originally, one of the teachers slipped because there was no wet floor sign there and broke her fucking leg. And I still have the wet floor sign in my room. I had everyone at school sign it, and I stole it. And I don't think most people know that the reason that she broke her leg is because she slipped where I took the wet floor sign from. But yeah, now she uses a walker.
That's a crazy button. That's a crazy button there.
Yeah, you should have started with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, listen. Let's start here. What is the lore behind stealing signage like that? Like a stop sign or like a street sign or a wet floor sign?
I don't get it because now you have to be responsible for the sign.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want a wet floor sign in my home.
But I guess it's like, decor.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like really unique, novel, vintage pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, you think a wet floor sign is a unique, novel, vintage piece.
I mean, it certainly became one with everybody signing it. That's like when you break your leg, and you have a cast, and a bunch of people sign it. Like, here's my confession. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I broke my leg, okay, and I had a cast. I had a neon green cast on my leg.
Okay.
And when the doctors finally took it off after 2 months or whatever, I still have both of the pieces in my childhood closet. And let me tell you, it smells awful.
I literally was about to ask, aren't those things nasty when you take them off?
It's so disgusting. But it's a unique, novel, vintage piece.
That's in your childhood room?
Childhood room, yeah.
And so why does it, I feel like that's something that you could get rid of. Maybe you need to let go of that.
No, I can't. It's important. That is pivotal to my life. Why would I throw that away?
Because it's stinky and gross.
Okay, it is stinky, but it's much better than a wet floor sign that you have no attachment to.
Well, but the wet floor sign, like you said, has signatures now. And so now she is attached to it. She still has it.
She is attached to it now. Okay, but the difference is I didn't hurt anybody. Except maybe my mom when she comes in and cleans my room and is like, sting.
Yeah, yours was a device of healing. And her sign caused pain.
In fact, it caused a teacher to slip and break her. Was it leg? Hip?
Leg, I believe.
Leg. And now she uses a walker.
No, she's a walker. I'm wondering if there was because I know if you slip on a wet floor and there's no wet floor sign, people can be liable for that. So I wonder if the teacher got any money or anything.
Oh my gosh, wait, you're right. Or maybe it's like when you're a teacher because you work for the school, maybe in their employment agreement or something, there was we're not liable.
We're not liable
if you hurt yourself on the job.
Yeah.
But the wet floor sign, you're onto something. It's just then maybe what it does is it fucks the school because they're like, we put the sign down.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, well, the sign wasn't there. And so then that's the secret is that it's her fault, but the school's having to pay for it.
I think that was an episode of SpongeBob. I'm pretty sure.
Lab?
I'm pretty sure there was an episode of SpongeBob where there was a whole wet floor sign thing and some guy slipped in the Krusty Krab and sued Mr. Krabs.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And did Krabs have to pay? Krabs would never.
Krabs would never. I think it got litigated and I believe the crab didn't have to pay.
What?
I think. I don't remember.
That poor man.
Don't quote me on that. But
I will be. I need to know what happened with that court case.
well, it's a crabs v fish.
Crabs v fish over wet floor sign.
Yeah.
Well, I need to know what happened. So sound off in the comments, guys, before we find that SpongeBob episode.
Mhm.
Okay, that's also actually something random I need to say as well. On my TV, like SpongeBob is like the standard of what plays. Like when I turn it on, SpongeBob just plays like a different episode.
Every time you turn your TV
Every single time I turn my TV on.
like at home.
Yeah.
Like at your home that you live in currently,
Yes.
that you reside in, you go home and you
At my
turn your
apartment.
TV
Yeah.
and SpongeBob is on.
SpongeBob's on. Yeah, like I have a Samsung TV and it's like for some reason, every single time it's a SpongeBob episode, I have to go back home if I want to go to like streaming.
And what is SpongeBob playing on? Do you have like Paramount Plus or something? Or is
No.
it's just on the TV?
It's just on the TV.
You don't have like cable or anything.
No.
Where's the SpongeBob coming
Where's the
from?
SpongeBob coming from? Because there's no way they would just let me have that for free. Krabs would never.
Crabs would never.
He would literally never. So also need to solve that mystery. But back to this mystery that only we have the answer to because she stole the wet floor sign.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever have you ever broken a bone or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
Like I've gotten hurt. I mean, playing sports growing up, like playing basketball, like I'd get hurt and I'd be like, if it's not like preventing me from doing anything, then it's fine. I have suspected that I broke my wrist at one point because I kind of like it hurts.
Yeah.
I've got like this weird lump, and then for like 5 years, like after I graduated high school, it would just hurt sometimes.
Oh.
But it's fine now, and I just have a lump. See, because like if you look, like this is like smooth right here.
Sure.
And then if you look here, there's a lump there. You can feel it. It's just a hard lump.
Okay. Listen, I'm
Like
not
right
qualified to tell you what lump means.
And then right there, there's like no lump.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you to get that checked out.
Oh, it's too far gone.
Okay. See, this is classic basketball player because Fabian's pinky is like 90 degrees to the right.
Oh, my pinky, I actually jammed it a couple weeks ago and it still hurts.
Right. And you
yeah.
guys are like, it's fine, I can still dribble. And it's like, no,
I've
that's
jammed my fingers so many times though. And the wrist I mean, it's been like almost 10 years now since I've graduated. Like if it
Whoa.
did break and heal wrong, there's no fixing it now.
Sure. I see what you're saying.
And it doesn't hurt anymore. So everything's okay.
That is the true marker of if there's something deeper going on, is if it just hurts on the outside.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're gonna check back in with you later about lumps.
Okay.
Because I'm
I've
concerned.
got a couple of them.
Oh, where else?
That's for you to find out later.
Good
Maybe.
God. Good
I don't
God.
know.
I'm going to see
We'll
my
see if-
second penis.
No!
All right.
I don't have any there.
So,
On my head.
anything else you want to say to this caller? She's like kind of a felon.
Yeah. I mean, the damage has been done, obviously. I think that you have to find a way to move on at this point. And maybe that's getting rid of the sign. You need to release that because that's just a reminder of what you did.
Yes. And if you were waiting for your moment, this is a sign.
And not to, teacher could have fallen even if the wet floor sign was there. It's
True.
like the sign is there to warn you, but the floor is still wet. And if it's
That's
slippery
true.
enough.
I would say, if you're going to steal a sign, maybe like go for one where like the water has dried. I feel like I see signs all the time and I'm like, what wet floor?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like find one of those. But it sounds like she went for one that was actually slippery.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it was a miscalculation. We can give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But we're also doubting the benefit of stealing the sign.
Sorry. My foot's falling asleep.
Oh,
I just got to shake it out.
I thought you were like, no.
No
Signs.
Hold on. I'm just shaking fuzz in the air.
Lab, how do we wake up Trevor's
How
foot?
do you wake up a foot?
Wake up.
All right, it's better.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I've heard, wait. It's no. Wait. Hold on. I've got it because my feet always fall asleep on the toilet when I'm pooping because I need to take like 20 minutes in there. And I heard like if your feet fall asleep, you got to shake your head left to right because then the blood rushes around your body. It circulates.
Oh, that's why my foot's falling asleep. Because all my blood is in my penis right
Exactly,
now.
because you have a huge boner on the couch.
Yeah.
So I got you.
Okay. And I'm shaking my head.
This is an experiment. Is it awake?
It's like fine. It's a little bit better. I think it might have just been getting better since I uncrossed my legs. I imagine that's what was doing it.
Sure, that cut off the blood circulation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, experiment failed.
Okay, well, but can we go back to 20 minutes on the toilet? Because it's very unhealthy. As someone who sits for a long time on the toilet, that's not good for you.
Trev,
What?
you traitor. 20 minutes is perfect.
That's so long. It's like really not. I'm like, I have damage to my
Butthole?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I have damage. It was a period at the end of that sentence.
Okay.
No, like hemorrhoids. Like that's how you get hemorrhoids is by sitting on the toilet too long.
I think that's the opposite. I'm not pushing the poop out. I'm giving it an environment in which it could safely exit my body when it needs to.
No, but it's like the sitting on it is like the spreading of the cheeks, you know?
How does it come out? The poop?
The poop or the blood?
John wants to know how the poop's coming out, and I don't know how to help you, my guy, because it's like a little bit of, it's like maybe there's a little bit of force.
Yeah.
Force is the wrong word. I scared you guys. It's not force. It's a little, it's a little oomph.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it. It's like you're guiding it out.
You're guiding it out. Yes. You're like right this way.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know that I feel as maybe spread on the toilet is the truth.
I think it's just like when you're sitting, the toilet naturally, like your butt cheeks are a little bit spread.
Totally. A little.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Okay, but it's just doing that for a prolonged amount of time is what can, I don't know. That's just what I hear is that you're not supposed to sit on the toilet for a long period of time.
You know what? This is good. We have the internet for a reason.
I'm wiping up blood every other week.
Can we get from your butthole?
Yeah. Not every other week. Sometimes it's like multiple times a week. Sometimes I go a while. I have really bad hemorrhoids. I'm going to come clean about that. That's a confession. It's like, and it's like a genetic thing. It's really awful.
I'm sorry. Hey, that's real. That's
okay.
real.
And you shouldn't be ashamed of it because it happens.
Totally.
Even to young people.
Listen, people bleed down there.
People bleed.
It's
kind of jarring when you go to like wipe and then it's just like pure blood. I'm like, oh, that's like not good.
It's scary. It is. Yeah, I pooped the other day and it was green, but it was because I had ice cream the day before that was mint monster.
And that made your poop green.
Yep.
Mint monster. And we're talking about Monster as in the energy drink? Or just Mint Monster is the name of the flavor?
Well, yeah, the name of the flavor. You know, like Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
This is his brother.
I didn't know the Cookie Monster had a sibling.
Okay, so now we've got 2 Google searches. So can we get one? Is it okay for your butt cheeks to spread on the toilet for 20 minutes?
I don't think that's a crazy way to word a Google search.
No, they get it. Oh.
5 to 10 minutes maximum.
What?
Causes gravity to pool blood in the rectal veins. Okay, so it's nothing about the spreading of the cheeks. It's gravity.
Oh my God.
Weakened pelvic floor. Dude, I probably have a terrible pelvic floor.
I'm fucked. That is literally my me time.
Yeah.
Like my fan in the bathroom is automated for 20 minutes. So I turn that shit on, I sit down, and then when it goes off, I'm done.
That's crazy. No, and I like to sit on the toilet for a long time too. But I know it's not good for you.
I guess you shouldn't hang out there. Okay, hey, we learned something new.
Yeah.
Science.
5 to 10 minutes.
New hypothesis. Very exciting. What was the other thing we needed to Google? Oh, can we get Cookie Monster family tree? I'm not seeing Mint Monster anywhere.
Cookie Monster's mommy, pop, sister, cousin.
Oh
my God, big old Cookie Monster family. I've been proven wrong.
Wow, there's a ton of them, but I'm not seeing Mint Monster. There's Apple Monster.
Biscuit Monster.
Okay, Max Monster? Maybe it was his nephew.
And then Bozo? Is that Boso?
None of those are green, though. Well, so I don't know who I had. Maybe I had an imposter because that's why my poop was green.
Oh, we're
an
talking
imponster?
about poop and Mint Monster.
Right.
Where'd you get this ice cream?
Oh, it was a place called Afters.
Oh,
Anybody?
yeah.
Lab? Afters?
Afters.
Really yummy.
It's great.
It's great, but poop green. You trying to tell me that my poop was green for a different reason?
No, I'm just trying to think of like what makes poop green. I don't think I've had green poop in a while. I've had red poop, but that's just from the blood. But I haven't had green poop in a long time.
See, and that doesn't need a Google search because I can tell you right now what makes poop green is Mint Monster.
Okay.
We need to move on.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. What was the confession? Was this the wet floor sign?
This is still the wet floor sign, yeah.
Okay, well, we moved on. So let's keep going. Next caller. We've all got something we haven't told anyone, but some thoughts hit differently. Not just embarrassing story different. What if I said something that seriously hurt someone and didn't even realize it? What if I'm secretly a terrible person and I've just been convincing myself otherwise? And no matter how many times you try to laugh it off, the thought just won't let go. For millions of people, that kind of loop isn't just guilt or a bad day. It can actually be OCD. Not the organizing stereotype. Real OCD is persistent, unwanted, intrusive thoughts that feel totally out of character, along with mental or physical behaviors you feel driven to do to get relief. These thoughts can feel very real, which is what makes them so upsetting. But it doesn't have to be that way, because OCD is highly treatable with the right kind of specialized therapy. OCD needs ERP, or exposure and response prevention, which is proven to be the most effective treatment. And that's where NoCD comes in. NoCD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment, and it's covered by insurance for over 138 million Americans. All their licensed therapists specialize in ERP therapy and will help you learn to take the power away from intrusive thoughts in live, face-to-face virtual sessions. They also provide support between sessions when you need it the most, so you're never facing OCD alone. If any of this sounds familiar, visit nocd.com to book a free 15-minute call. That's nocd.com. Now let's get back to those confessions.
Hi. I was doing my first nude photo shoot with a shibari photographer. So I was butt naked in a stranger's studio, tied to the ceiling, and started to faint because I have vasovagal, which means I'm like prone to fainting. And so he very quickly untied me and brought me down, and I started dry heaving uncontrollably and quickly got dressed and left, and then had really crazy diarrhea at the McDonald's nearby. So I was seconds away from pooping all over this man's studio butt naked. So that was fun. Thank you. Bye.
Dude, that sounds like maybe like a top 10 worst human experience of all time.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I like no joke. I think if that ever happened to me, I would have to jump from some
some tall building.
From somewhere high.
This is a lot. Okay. What's this art form of naked
naked
painting?
on the ceiling. Something about being naked on the ceiling.
I think they said shibari. Shibari, something like that. This woman was hanging naked from the ceiling, being painted.
Being photographed?
Shibari, yes, that's
shibari
what it is.
Classes.
Right? Shibari classes? You learned how to hang naked? It's okay. Oh, bondage.
Oh.
Okay, it is,
So,
literally to be tied up, to be binded in something, and in this case, upside down.
Upside down, and someone was taking photos.
Yes.
Doing like a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're naked, tied, upside down on the ceiling, started fainting, got pulled down, dry heaved, and then shit themselves in a McDonald's.
Me on a Friday night, am I right?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
insane.
really awful.
No, that's really wild. I mean, I immediately am imagining if the diarrhea was earlier, right? And the diarrhea was just splattered in this studio.
Oh man.
I mean, that was the worry, right? And listen, diarrhea, relevant right now. It's going around.
Yeah.
Diarrhea
really
is
relevant.
contagious.
It's going around everywhere. Even my dog got it, and he doesn't even eat vegetables.
What? Napkin?
Napkin. Yeah, no, I don't think it's related to the vegetable-induced
Napkin always
diarrhea.
has diarrhea.
He just was having he just got a tummy ache or something. I like one of the most disgusting poops I've ever seen a dog take.
Okay, because Napkin eats beauty blenders.
Napkin eats, no, the motherfucker. Oh my God, this morning, he's had a tummy ache for like the last 2 days, okay? And it's been awful. I've been having to like just terrible. This morning, I go into our shower and we have like a sliding door, and it's like somewhat, it like kind of doesn't fully like stay closed. So sometimes it'll like be open by a little bit.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I got a new soap bar because a soap bar, it gets down too tiny, and then you can't soap yourself when it's just like the tiny little piece.
Totally.
So I got a new soap bar, put it in, and then I took the tiny piece and I set it like on the floor to be like, remind myself on the way out, I'm going to grab it.
Yep.
And this guy comes in, I'm in the morning, brushing my teeth. He walks into the bathroom, walks in the shower, and just eats this little chunk of soap. I was like, that can't taste good, dude.
No, but it smells good.
There's no way you're enjoying that. And now he's probably going to have a crazy poop later.
Yeah.
Piss me off.
He's going to fart a bubble that he then gets encapsulated into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a little character.
He is. And we love him for that.
I
But
guess.
listen, I wish him the best through this diarrhea journey of his.
Yeah.
Luckily for this person, they had diarrhea safely in a McDonald's.
Safely in a McDonald's restroom.
Which, how many people have had diarrhea in McDonald's? Like, that's got to be
Countless.
close to the population.
Countless. Yeah. Have you ever pooped your pants? Or
yeah.
pooped in public? Like when you didn't intend to?
Not older than like the age of 5.
You haven't pooped your pants since you were 5?
Yep.
Okay, that makes one of us.
When did you poop your pants, Trev?
The most recent I have
The most recent.
Here's what I'll say. I have pooped my pants I think once in my adult life. Yeah, once in my adult life, and it was in the last couple of years.
Okay, take us back. Take us back there. What happened?
There's no story. There's no story other than like I've been talking about. I have like awful bowels.
Right.
And like truly was just like having a terrible day. And I was just like, I was at home and I was like on the couch.
Oh,
and
no.
it wasn't like a full blood. I didn't have explosive diarrhea in my pants, but it was just like, it's just like a little, I had to like let out a little toot or something. And it was just a little bit. And it happens, dude, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
And I got up and like I can't, and I'm saying this so that all of you out there, you feel more comfortable maybe.
Yes.
And you don't feel as embarrassed or ashamed.
It's just devastating that like it was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like you were right there.
It's like a preventable problem. Yeah.
Right,
but it was just, I was having a really terrible, day as far as my stomach. So
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, sometimes you never know, right? Like you toot and you're like, better go check my underwear.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
This is a safe space, okay?
One time recently, if I can go back to the blood.
Go back to the blood.
This was even more jarring. I like bled into, I didn't know. I like went number 2 and then like was all good, like, wiped up clean, bidet, the whole 9 yards. And then later in the day I checked and I had like bled into my underwear. Like there was like blood in my underwear.
Welcome to my club.
Yeah, no, I was like, this is obviously it's not the same at all. I'm not trying to compare.
No,
but having that feeling of like,
you understand how it feels now.
Surprising blood in the underwear. I was like, oh God, that's devastating.
It sure is. But like a pool of it.
It was like a spot,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good,
it wasn't like, I didn't get it on anything.
Sure,
but it
sure,
was just like, there was like blood in my underwear. Yeah.
Damn. I think we're really going to tap into a whole new, audience of the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
That's really going to be commenting.
Is this the grossest? Have you ever had someone talk about this much blood coming out of their ass on the show?
I don't think we've had blood coming out of the ass, but we've definitely had lots of poop. We've gotten lots of period talk.
Yeah.
Boners, that's new today.
Boners, okay.
Talked about sex, jizz.
Okay.
All that good stuff.
Classic.
So it's not just you. Hey, this is because I feel as though we're all experiencing some form of all of these things of jizz. We're all coming into contact.
Jizz and sex and
butts and poops. Yeah.
We all experience those things.
Totally.
It's a normal human experience.
Something that I think, at least I haven't ever experienced is the art of shibari. I have not been tied up in this way. I'm curious why somebody with a condition in which they often faint would sort of test that by hanging themselves upside down naked.
Yeah, no, that does seem like an unforced error in some ways.
Yeah.
I think that like if you know that you're prone to fainting, there should be like kind of maybe activities and signs you're like that could exacerbate that problem.
Totally. But maybe they don't realize that, when you're hanging upside down, the blood is rushing to your
Mhm.
head. You are gonna,
Yeah.
you know, have some sort of experience like that. It honestly, it got really visceral for me when she was saying that the photographer or whatever the artist had to take her down
Mhm.
because that poor woman,
Yeah.
she's naked.
Yeah.
And this guy has to be like, all right, I have to safely like take this woman down, but also she's
Mhm.
naked. I have to be very delicate with her. Like
Yeah.
that I think is really
Yeah, that's tough.
the tough part.
Being tied up to the ceiling and passing out is like one thing. Doing it naked, it's like, yeah. a
that's
whole nother thing.
nightmares.
That's actually one of like my fears, not like my fears, but I hate the idea of like slipping and falling in the shower or something.
Me
like
too.
anytime there might be a situation where like I am like have to be found naked.
Yes.
That's like awful. I would
Yeah.
I would hate to like hurt myself and then have like a paramedic show up and I'm just like no drawers on.
I know.
Penis out.
Totally. And like worse than completely naked, just the shirt. Like Winnie the Poohing.
How often are you just Winnie the Poohing?
I mean, listen, in transitioning to put your underwear on, sometimes you put the shirt on first.
I don't like putting the shirt on first. I have to put the underwear on before anything. Because then if the shirt is long and then it hangs so far, well, you don't have a penis. So
I wouldn't know.
I don't like it like when the shirt hangs down and like touches the when it's just
Why?
out. Because then it's just like my is just touching the bottom of my shirt.
So you're clean.
Yeah, but it's still like weird. Come on, back me up, guys.
Lab, is it fine to have vibes on the shirt?
No, it's like you want to put the
fine.
underwear on first. It feels weird when your is like touching the shirt.
Lab, you're on board?
You don't want to get dribble on there.
Yeah.
Dribble?
You want it to be wet.
Wet?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, my penis
I gotta
isn't
get
like.
me one of these.
Gotta
All
get
right.
me one of these.
Listen, I'm on board.
Anyway.
I feel as though I've seen lots of men Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Well, I've done it before. And then again, it, like sometimes if the shirt is short, it doesn't like matter as much. But if I'm wearing like a baggy tee, I got to put the underwear on first.
I guess, guys, germs, sound off in the comments what order you're putting your clothes back on. Actually, maybe I don't need to know that. Don't comment that. Go back to the others.
Go back to what we were talking. We were talking about pooping our pants.
Yeah, talk about pooping in your pants.
Yeah, tell us all your fun pooping in your pants stories. Do you have any good poop of like other people pooping their pants stories?
So maybe I should out Fabian and tell the story that he just had where he just pooped his pants.
He just pooped his pants?
He'll watch the edit and he'll be like, yeah, keep it. Yeah, we were walking down the street and we were passing this Japanese barbecue spot.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what we were talking about, but obviously I was making the funnies, you know.
Yeah, you do.
As you do, you're making your boyfriend laugh, you know, you're doing some jokes. And I don't remember what, but I remember making him laugh, and then all of a sudden he stops in his tracks. And he was like, I just pooped my pants. And I was like, you're kidding. You're lying.
That's crazy.
You're kidding.
You made him laugh so hard he pooped his pants.
I know, it's true love. But I was like, you're kidding. Like, you have to be lying. And he was like, no, like, I swear, I'm being completely serious right now. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you have to go to the bathroom. You have to go check your underwear. And so he's like, maybe these guys will let me go in. So he goes into the Japanese barbecue spot and he's like, hey, would you guys mind if I please just use your bathroom? It's just kind of an emergency. And of course they were lovely and they were like, yeah, go ahead. And so I wait outside. I wait for maybe like 5 minutes. And then he comes back out and he goes, okay, let's go. And I was like, well, what happened? Did you poop your pants? And he was like, yeah. And then I threw my boxers out. So I'm commando. So let's go.
Dude, no, but that's like, so, because, you know, for me to do it at home, it's like, I'm in a place where I can like immediately like clean up, like whatever. Yeah. Doing it outside in the world, like that's devastating.
I know. It was rough.
No, but that's smart. I think the only option at that point, depending on how severe it is, like you do just kind of have to throw the underwear away.
Right? I mean, it's a goner.
It's gone unless you want to walk around with poop in your pants.
I certainly don't.
Yeah.
And also, like, even if you are home and you poop in your underwear, would you throw that in the wash or would you throw it away?
I think it depends on the severity, I guess.
Sure. A smear, a streak, a splatter.
Like if it's, a little splatter.
Yeah. You know those like little guys?
Yeah. The little guys.
The pebbles.
I have a question.
Okay.
Because this is something that I was told recently by Raven, my fiance. Apparently when because I will make her laugh and she'll be like, you have to stop, like I'm going to pee myself. And I know people are like, oh my God, I'm going to pee myself.
Yes.
She was telling me that actually like girls like physically cannot control themselves like when laughing and they laugh really hard, like it is an involuntary thing, like where their ability to hold their pee in, like I've never actually felt like I'm going to pee myself laughing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we're here.
But like, is that like a scientific thing? Like, is that a real, like they are more like as like women
the
like are more prone to that?
I mean, listen, before we actually take it to the internet that will have more answers to us, I will say I relate to that in some ways. I'm pretty good at, and I know this is not great, but I hold in my pee a lot, especially when I'm driving, like, and it's like a long drive or whatever. I'm so, I really like, I test the limits of my body so much.
No, I do too.
And I remember feeling like I would say regularly I am running to the bathroom whenever I need to pee, because I'm never like, I should go to the bathroom, or I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, I don't need to do that until I absolutely have to go to the bathroom, which is not great. But I did read something once because I looked it up and I was like, how can I hold my pee in longer? And I read that if you think about sex, then it helps, because, you know, like.
You just found this out recently?
Well,
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be. I thought that was like a thing, because I feel like I've heard that like kind of my whole life, or not like my whole life, because it's like, I don't know, when your body gets turned on, then it's not like, okay, now is not the time to dispose of waste. It's sexy time, especially like for a guy, like your penis is like in like, you know, expel waste mode or eject seed mode.
Sure. Yeah.
And there's only one sort of path out of the penis.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like you get turned on and you don't have to pee.
Sure. Yeah. I guess for me, in my experiences, I've been like, oh, that's like opposite traction. So if I think about it like that, the pee's going up, not coming out.
You're thinking about sex and the pee's going back into your
body,
bladder.
Yeah, you know, it's getting back up there because it's got to make room
for
the sailor.
Yeah, I think that's scientifically sound.
I think that's what it is.
Okay,
let's just get a quick little Google search. Is it harder to hold your pee if you have a vagina? Having a vagina can make it harder to hold your pee. Okay, here it is. A shorter urethra and pelvic floor muscle weakening. Oh, with stuff like pregnancy, childbirth, and menopause. That checks out. Right? Because then when you have a baby and you're dilated so much, you're peeing all over the place.
Yeah.
Because you're like, there's no controlling that.
That's crazy. Wow. The 8 inches urethra, an 8-inch urethra compared to a 1.5-inch urethra. That's so interesting. If you're experiencing leaking when coughing, sneezing, or exercises, I can't read anymore. That's okay.
Oh, can we scroll down a little bit?
I'm just looking for tips.
Yeah. The tip is that it's highly treatable.
It's highly treatable.
The tip is that your urethra is like 6 inches more than mine.
Which makes sense that I would be able, like, there's just more of a barrier between where the pee is and where it wants to go out. So
8 inches.
Science. That's what the show's all about.
It sure is. It's about science and education. What was the confession? Is this still Shibari? All right. Let's move on. Next caller.
Hey, Arasha. I was just listening to your most recent episode about with the woman who jerked off in her office. And I just wanted to come in here and one-up her. Because I am an attorney, and I will pretty much jerk off before every hearing that I have. And a couple times, I haven't done this in a while, but a couple times I have asked Judge for a recess so that I could go jerk off. All right, bye.
Okay, we're not one-upping each other. That's not the show. That's not what we're trying to do here.
Wow. asking a judge for a recess so you can go jerk off.
A recess to go play.
That's kind of a power move.
He said, I want recess.
It's like, excuse me, Your Honor, can we stop the trial? I gotta go crank my hog.
Oh.
I gotta go pull my pork, man.
Okay, and hog I like and pork I don't. I am... Okay, let me walk you back on, another germ called and said this woman was reading erotica in her private office once.
Yeah.
And during lunch, I think, locked the door, rubbed one out. Okay? It was fine. She was confessing. She was like, I felt dirty. And we were like, hey, it happens. Just maybe don't read, that genre at work. But now we have this attorney who is seemingly proud of what he's doing, which is regularly jerking off before hearings.
Which is interesting because I think that is actually counterintuitive. I believe that after, at least for guys, after release and orgasm, it actually makes you less sharp. And it's a thing with athletes. Like, I remember when I was training for a boxing match, it was a big thing. Like, if you don't jerk off or have sex, it makes you you're more locked in.
True.
Like you have
your testosterone levels and stuff. Is that it?
Yeah, something like that. It's like I had a friend who he was he literally had it was leading up to a fight and he got clocked by his trainer because his trainer was like, you jacked off last night. And he was like, how did you know? He's like, I can tell by the way you're moving. And you're a little bit more sluggish that you jacked off last night.
That's kind of
it's that crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but isn't that opposite to what we've heard, which is post-nut clarity?
That's I think that's a different, it's I don't know. I think that's I don't know. Maybe mental clarity. Maybe it's just physically your body.
That's
maybe it's
is.
a physical thing, but mentally you're more.
Yeah, you can think. So then maybe it's good for the lawyer.
Maybe it's good for the lawyer, bad for the athlete.
Good for the lawyer, bad for the athlete. Jerking off.
If you're a lawyer, you should jerk off before your job. If you're an athlete, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You should jerk off after. And that's your diagnosis.
And that's the lesson that we've learned here today.
I think I feel okay about that. Except my worry is where are you? When you're jerking off before these hearings. The concern with the other caller was she did it in her office and we were kind of that gets a little dicey.
Yeah.
You're at the workplace. Are you at home? This is before you leave for your hearing?
Well, I mean, if he's doing it during a recess, he's got to be in the court. But now I'm wondering, is there a private bathroom for, your magistrates and such?
Sure.
And your barristers, or do they have a private bathroom that is maybe a single, it's just a single and not stalls?
It's got to depend on the government building.
Because, dude, if you're cranking it in a stall before you go out there, that's not to yuck your yum.
No.
That's freaky.
Okay, so you definitely shouldn't do that. You shouldn't jerk off in a stall.
I don't think you should jerk off in a public. I know. Well,
that's
I don't
not
know.
etiquette for the.
Not in a courthouse.
Not in
maybe
a
there's places.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe I know people be getting it on. We get freaky in the bathroom stall.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
But I think at a courthouse feels like there's some lines that are being blurred there.
Most definitely. I would maybe question. I think my concern is more so the recess than the before the hearings, because it sounds like it's now standing in the way of you doing your job. It is. Yeah. You're literally having to pause your work to go do this. And I think once something like that gets in the way of your normal functioning life, if it gets in the way of your responsibilities, that is maybe when you refer to one of our earlier germs and get that sex therapy going. Perhaps.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair.
Listen, lots of people jerk off a lot.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with masturbating.
Right. It's just about being delicate with where you are and if you're exposing anybody else to that situation. And that's when it gets a little worrisome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
Absolutely. I think order in the court.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah. Okay, question for the lot. What's the weirdest place everyone's jerked off?
All right, well,
Kidding.
now's your chance.
Guys, kidding.
Listen, I get it. Sometimes it's like, I gotta.
Sometimes I gotta.
You get a massage. You ever get a massage? Like a body massage?
I have.
And then they're like, use the bathroom before you go. And it's a single-use bathroom.
That's really crazy.
I'm just trying to inspire other people's stories. That wasn't me. That was my friend.
No. Dude, that was my friend. I swear.
Dude, that was my
That
friend.
makes sense. I can understand. I wonder if that's like a different, like, for like maybe like a massage is maybe like more of like a thing, just like getting your body rubbed for like women than men. I don't know. In the times that I've had massages, I don't get massages that often, but I've never felt the need to go.
You don't like your body rubbed?
Relieve. No, I like my body rubbed. But also, I guess they weren't getting close to the pianus.
I guess.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, but there's other spots, right? Other spots that got to get you going.
There's other sensitive spots. But also,
Name
like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to sound like such like a man. I'm going to sound like such like a man. I'm not trying to be like home, but I'm like, I don't get turned on if like a muscular dude is rubbing me down.
Sure.
Like, I love it when a muscular dude rubs me down, but I'm not getting turned on by it. I love it because I'm releasing tension.
See,
and
okay, and that's what makes one of us. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, your court-ordered sex therapy awaits you.
Yeah.
If need be.
But the court of Arasha and T-Money.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The science wing of the world. Yeah. Next caller.
Hi, Arasha and friend. So, this is something that I've never told anyone, just between me and my boyfriend. So we own horses, and we were at the farm one day, and there was like this room where like we keep like supplies and equipment and stuff, and we were in there, and we were getting a little hot and heated. So I went to go give him and things were going good. And then he began to tell me like he was getting ready to finish. So I was like, okay, I was going for gold, So and I was gonna swallow because where we were and shit. And so next thing you know, I feel like a big stream hit the back of my throat, and like I was just gonna keep going, but then like it got more, and I started like choking. So what happened was he pissed in my mouth, and it was horrifying. And he didn't even know he like was pissed in my mouth, and so like I immediately started spitting everywhere, and it was very interesting. And I went over to the hose, and no one else was there, by the way.
Okay.
And I went over to the hose. I stuck the hose in my mouth, was rinsing my mouth off. Then he understood what happened. He felt really bad. But yeah, so my boyfriend accidentally pissed in my mouth. And then afterwards he told me, he's like, oh, I had to pee. It's like, oh, that would have been nice to know. So yeah, I was petrified to give him for a while. So yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, God.
Wow. I will say, teeing up that story with, this is something that I've never told anyone. I was with my boyfriend and there were horses.
No, yeah.
I was like, oh, God. Oh, no.
And then they didn't mention the horses yet again, which was incredible.
That's crazy. That's something I have never experienced that.
Well, this is, dare I say, a coincidence. We were just talking about sex.
Boners and pee.
About boners and pee.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how it's like when sexy stuff starts to happen, usually your body and your brain are like, well, I'm not trying to pee right now.
Yeah.
And yet this person's like, well, let me get that out. And then you know what's over in this tank? Piss.
Yeah. No, and that's not how it has worked in my experience.
No.
I find that there have been times, I don't know, maybe you just like really, really had to pee, but no matter how bad I have to pee, if it's sexy time happens, it like is difficult to pee afterward.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
it takes a while to like cool down to the point where body's like, okay, I'm ready to let the other stuff out now, whatever.
Totally. I don't love that he knew that he had to pee. But also then maybe that's the case of like him probably thinking that's never happened
Like, that'll
before.
never happen, yeah.
And it then just kind of happened. But I feel as though there should have been way more, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fucking pee in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like that's, oh God, that's really, really tough to hear.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Wow. Going
yeah.
for gold.
Going
And
for
hey,
gold.
you got it.
You got the
it.
goldest of the gold.
You got
It
some
was
gold.
very much golden. Listen, it seems like we have a theme of people just being in like other maybe atypical situations that aren't very sexual and them getting turned on.
Yeah.
In this case, what turned them on? They were just in a barn with horses.
I don't know. Maybe they shared a nice kiss, and there was a spark, and
Sure.
maybe they went back in for another kiss, and maybe that one lasted a little bit longer, and you know the smells of hay were making them feel connected to the earth and their roots, and you know, and just the
Are you
passion
turned on right now?
overflowed.
You have a boner, Trev.
Nope. Trust me, if I had a boner, I would not be able to be crossing my legs like this.
All right. Listen.
That's a weird thing to say.
I just feel as though if I looked, all you got to do is look over at a horse cock and balls and you're suddenly not into it anymore. You ever seen one of those things?
Have I ever seen a horse cock?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're disgusting,
They're
bro.
massive.
They are that as well.
They are huge. Huge. So I think we've said everything that we need to say about this.
I have.
I sure have as well.
I've said more than I need to say, I think, today in general.
No, definitely.
I got to not talk about boners on the internet for like 2 years after
Hey,
this.
this is the Trevor Evarts exclusive. You can only hear him talking about boners here.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to
Trevor's
miss it.
back, one episode only, talking boners, talking jizz, talking hemorrhoids.
That's the show, baby. Let's move on to our next caller.
All right.
I just want to preface this by saying that this is probably the worst thing that I've ever done, and I'm not this type of person at all. Also, I'm a lesbian. So when I was about 19, 20 years old, I had this job at like a video game store. And I became friends with my manager pretty fast because we bonded over nerd shit like comic books, anime, Marvel stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff. And like skip maybe I want to say about like 3 to 4 months. It's New Year's, and he was having a New Year's party, and he invited everybody, but everybody canceled but me, so it was just us hanging out. Oh. And so I went over to his house, and we just gamed and like did normal friend shit. And then while I was there, his girlfriend actually called him and started like screaming at him and saying that he was like cheating on her and everything, and that I shouldn't have been there if nobody else showed up and blah 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 blah. And so anytime after that party, she would like be really rude to me and like harass me and make my job harder because she also worked there.
But did she
and it
cancel
eventually
too?
got to the point where I like had enough of this girl. Like I'm like, I already told you I'm a lesbian, like we're just friends, like I don't know what more I can do. So she kept accusing us of sleeping together, and I wanted to get back at her, so I did sleep with her boyfriend. And we stayed together for 2 years after that, and she never found out.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay. So we had their friends.
Uh-huh.
Then she's the only one at the party.
Yeah.
Nothing happens,
Nothing happens.
but the girlfriend is upset and thinks stuff is happening.
And why isn't the girlfriend at the bar?
The girlfriend at the party.
Why isn't the girlfriend at the New Year's party? I don't know. Maybe out of town or something. Also, like,
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe this is just very like earnest and honest, but like, the idea of inviting everyone and then being like, oh, everybody canceled. It's just us two. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Could have
definitely
been weird
suspecting
there.
some foul play. I mean, here's strike number one, though. I was literally just having this conversation. It's like, I believe if you're in a relationship, like, you're likely bringing them up quite early you're bringing them up like early on in a conversation with someone new.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, it's kind of like, oh, I had In-N-Out this morning. Oh, my boyfriend loves In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Or like, just like not in like a weird way, but it's just like,
It's very natural.
it's natural. And it's a way to sort of be like, this is kind of what's going on. Like, a way to like make everybody feel aware. It feels strange that she didn't even know that he had a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, maybe because she said that the girlfriend worked there. So maybe she did she say in the call that she didn't know? Because I thought she just said like, oh, it was New Year's, and then his girlfriend called and was like screaming.
I guess, but I would just have the same question of like, then why isn't the girlfriend here?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like she was left out of that information, but that's true. Maybe she knew.
Yeah.
But then where it becomes really blurry is, so then the girlfriend is just angry anyway.
Yeah.
And thinks that something is going on behind her back.
Mm-hmm.
And then in an effort to get back at her because she's been making her life so miserable.
Yeah.
She ends up actually sleeping with the guy.
Yeah. Which is an interesting, like, it's because it's like a silent get back. Because if the girlfriend never found out, then did you really get back at her? Or is it just like a small personal victory?
Right. Or it's like, well, now you proved her point.
Yeah.
Like now it's true that there is something bad going on between you guys. And also, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Literally, like he's just that easy where he's like just waiting and then he's like, oh, you want to get back at her? Let's do this.
No, and that's like an interesting, because if I am throwing a party and for whatever reason my fiance isn't able to be there and I'm like invite a bunch of people from work and everybody cancels, but like one girl, like I'm going to be like, hey, let's just not do it. Everybody canceled. Like, I think that I'll just chill at home, or like, I don't know if you want to like go like do, but I'm not just being like, yeah, you want to come over and just hang out, the two of us? Like, that is weird.
I guess it depends on how close you are with that one friend, right? Like, if it is like a distant friend who you're just bonding over like general gaming and anime with, maybe it's best to be like, oh, maybe not. But if it's like buds, I guess I'd be like, yeah, Trev, like, still come over. Like, we'll just game.
Yeah.
But then it's like, there's just other variables that make it feel like not everybody knows what is going on entirely in the situation. Mm-hmm. Especially when you have like the girlfriend calling and screaming. It's just like, why is she even mad? It's like, everybody should be aware of what the circumstances are. Yeah. Which is like, oh, your partner's here, my partner's here, or, we know what the partner status is, and we're just trying to hang out as friends. Like, it's just a lot of miscommunication, but then she solved it by, like, just making the thing that she was being accused of true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm curious, like, yeah, if she was saying she was making her life difficult at work, like, and they stayed together for 2 years, like, did she keep making things difficult? And also, I think she said like 3 or 4 months. I think she said she started working there and they got close like really fast. And then like the New Year's party is like 3 months after. It's like 3 months of knowing someone and you're like, yeah, come over to like my place on New Year's alone, just you and me. Like, let's play some video games.
This is like dangerously close to a situation that I was in at Raising Cane's when I was working there.
Is this a bit? I did not know. Did you actually work at a Raising Cane's, or is this a lie?
Chicken, chicken, chicken. Which combo you picking?
That's crazy. I had Raising Cane's last night. Because I was like, I can't eat any vegetables.
See, I've been saying you shouldn't eat your vegetables.
I can't eat any vegetables, so I have to get fried chicken from a Raising Cane's.
And completely valid to have that in the evening. Raising Cane's during the day? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so what are you allowed to eat during the day?
Sandwiches.
Jersey Mike's,
Jimmy John's. What other sponsorships can we get? Little Nellie's. Yo. That's the spot. That's a neighborhood spot, though.
Yeah. I know. I've had.
Yeah, they're the best. Mendo, Sino.
I'm not a Mendo guy. I think Mendo's pretty mid.
Mid-dough?
Mid-dough. That's good.
That's rough.
I did something crazy. Actually, I had Jersey Mike's the other day as well, with Mike's Way, and that's why I got scared, because I wasn't thinking. I was like, dang, a number 13 Italian sounds really good.
Yeah.
And that's a fuck ton of lettuce and tomato on there. So I don't know how long the parasite takes to activate, but
yeah. Parasite science.
But I got a giant, and then I had half of the sandwich for lunch and half of the sandwich for dinner.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Mike's Way is the only way.
Mike's Way is the only way, with
Yes.
pepperoncinis.
With pepperoncinis.
I get the Italian Mike's Way, add pepperoncinis, perfect sandwich.
Perfect sandwich. And suitable for the day.
And suitable for the daytime and the evening.
And
it was nice in the evening as
I guess
well.
you could have it in the evening. I don't know. Just in my head, it feels like certain things for the day and certain things for the evening, but I'm mentally ill. So.
It's crazy that you would say the In-N-Out, because I think In-N-Out I would say is an all day, but I would say it almost makes more sense for a midday. And maybe that's just because growing up, In-N-Out didn't have In-N-Out in Idaho, and it was always like a road trip thing, like when we were coming and visiting family. So we were always getting it during the day.
Interesting.
Because I think now that I live here, I'm more often than not, if I'm having it, I'm getting it at night.
Right.
In my head, I'm like, yeah, it's a good daytime.
See, burgers, nighttime. Sandwiches, daytime.
Oh,
That's how Lab, you with me there? Burgers for the nighttime? The shoulders are shrugged. Varies.
I think it varies on burger for sure.
It varies on burger as well. Yes.
Burger.
What was this?
This was GameStop.
This was the game. This was the workplace drama. No, I did work at Raising Cane's. So where else did you work?
Where else did I work?
Did you have any odd part-time jobs?
Not odd part-time jobs. I work in an Italian restaurant when I lived in Virginia after I graduated high school. And the chef there, Chef Davide, he was kind of fucking crazy. He was this old, gruff Italian man, clearly has been doing drugs and smoking cigarettes for decades.
Wow.
But he at one point was a part of the chef staff in the White House, back in an administration from decades ago or something.
Oh.
But yeah, he was born in Milan, and he's just this super Italian guy, and he loved soccer, and he had this really shitty phone. It wasn't an iPhone, but it was a smartphone. I don't know what kind of phone it was.
Cute.
But he was always watching YouTube videos in 140p and 140p. And one time he showed me this video, and it was this super grainy video of just all these people in the street. He's like, this was a soccer game, FC Milan. He's like, we would riot in the streets with the opponents fans. He's like, I stabbed a guy one time. People would just get stabbed. I was like, you stabbed a guy outside of a soccer game because you're just very passionate about soccer. And he was like, yeah. And then I would juggle lemons in the kitchen, and he would always get mad at me for that.
Trev, you need to do him as a character.
He was crazy. Yeah. No, honestly, yeah. He's easily a character.
Let's see him.
I'm pretty sure one time he asked me if I could walk his dog. It was the middle of the shift, and he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? In the middle of the day. I was like, I have the day off. He's like, do you want to walk my dog? I was like, I'm sorry, Davide, I don't want to walk your dog.
Davide, who would want to do that?
And maybe this is something that should be cut out, but I'm pretty sure one time he hired potentially an escort to the showed up to the restaurant.
And he was like, boys, I'm clocking out.
Literally, it was middle of the day. I go, and someone shows up, and they're like, I don't want to judge anyone, but they had that look, and they were like, I'm here to see she was like, I'm here to see David. And I was like, yeah, let me go grab him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's crazy if that's what happened.
And then we never saw him again.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him since then. He was a crazy guy, but boy, could he fucking cook.
Yeah.
He was talented.
For sure. And so then you guys started, something, and then the next day people started a rumor about you guys, and then they were calling
actually at the time I was 17, so,
and we're not touching that. Trevor,
Arasha,
those are all the confessions we have for today.
It's over.
How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm sad that it's over, but I'm glad that it happened. I don't know.
You're the first person to say that.
No, this was really fun. This was great. I had a great time. I feel like I was more open and honest than I think I thought I was going to be.
And you did a great job.
I wasn't prepared. I didn't wake up today thinking that I was going to tell so many people about my struggles with hemorrhoids, but hopefully someone out there maybe feels a little bit better.
Totally.
And feels a little bit seen.
And they're going to help you out. We've got a lab here of scientists, and then we have a bunch of doctors back at home. They're going to be commenting and they're going to help you out.
So I should go to the YouTube comments of this video for all of my medical advice.
Exactly. No, they're right.
Good. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
They're going to take care of you. Trev, where can the people find you? Plug away, promote your stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
What's your at?
At is just Trevor Evarts on everything. And then that's Trevor Evarts. Trevor Evarts on everything. That's my YouTube channel as well. Trevor Evarts. I do some history. If you like history, I make some history content.
Trev loves his history.
I do. That's me.
That's sweet. Well, go ahead. Go follow Trev Germs. And thank you to all of you Germs, all the ones who submitted the dirty little secrets, all the confessions for today. We appreciate you. If you were listening or watching this episode and thinking, I have a dirty little secret that I'd like to confess, then you can call the Fesspool hotline. The phone number is going to pop up on screen. It is 213-421-1964. Call, leave your dirty little secret, and you just might be featured on the show. Thank you all so much for watching Fesspool, and we will see you next Thursday. Bye!